Welcome in, along with Mike Renner. I'm Steve Palazzolo. Today discussing the Amari Cooper trade. He's been traded from the Oakland Raiders to the Dallas Cowboys in exchange for a first-round pick, Mike. I thought Cooper was going to be on the trading block. I didn't know that they were going to get a first-round pick for him. What are your initial thoughts on the deal?
My initial thought is I think both sides won. If you look at the Raiders, what they've been doing, they've been fire sailing that team, basically. Getting rid of Khalil Mack, now getting rid of Amari Cooper. They're not playing for this year. They're not even playing for next year. They're playing for well down the road because John Gruden has the 10-year contract. But at the same time, the Cowboys still have a quarterback on the rookie deal. That is your window in the NFL today to win championships, to get players that are in free agency that can help you because you have a cheap quarterback. They have that in Dak Prescott, and if you go to PFF.com and read my article last week about how they have a top 5 defense as well, they have the pieces there right now. They just need weapons for Dak Prescott to throw to. So from that point of view, it makes sense. I'm not sure Amari Cooper, maybe first round, maybe no one else was going to give him that, but he's going to help the Cowboys right away.
Yeah, when you look at the Cowboys, maybe one of the worst, if not the worst, just groups of playmakers around Dak Prescott. So this is a big step forward. Let's look at some of the PFF data. We've got it right here on our trusty board, looking at the Dallas receiving grades. Only one receiver up over 300 yards. That's Cole Beasley. He works out of the slot. So I guess the big question is, what does Amari Cooper have left as we get into his receiving grades and his career? If we look 2015 and 16 as a rookie is when he really peaked. What have we seen from him these last couple of years? Can he still separate and become a go-to guy for the Cowboys?
So there's two big things at play here. One, he's been extremely inconsistent. The biggest thing being drops. He had 18 drops there as a rookie, one of the most totals we've ever seen. He struggled with that throughout his career. But two, he's played with a quarterback in Derek Carr who really has not trusted him, given him chances down the field. He's been pathologically conservative, basically, over the past few years to the point where it's really hampered Amari Cooper. He gives him no chances to make plays down the field. Amari Cooper, if you watch the All-22, not to go we watch the All-22 on you, he can still separate. He still gets open. He can still be a threat down the field. That just hasn't been part of Oakland's offense. The worrisome thing, though, is Dak has been similar to Derek Carr in ways of being very conservative, not really giving his wide receivers chances down the field. So I'm not sure it's going to get necessarily better for him, but can't get worse.
The interesting thing about Amari Cooper in the drops, we've really seen them come in bunches since we started grading in college. In college, he didn't have a drop his entire senior year, his entire last year of college, until the LSU game in November, and he had 4.
Yeah.
So he went from 0, then he had 4 in a game. They came in bunches. He ended up with 6 or 7. Rookie season, he had 18, as you mentioned. Next year, he only had 5.
Yeah.
Last year, he had 10. They all seem to come in bunches, but that doesn't change his ability to separate. And when you look at Dak Prescott, he's done a pretty good job of at least hitting open receivers, and it sounds simple, but he's not the type of quarterback you want throwing into tight windows. When you give him a guy that can separate, he can have some success, and I do think this is actually a really good match for what Dak needs to do at the short and intermediate level, and hopefully he takes more chances downfield too.
I agree, and here's the last point. Amari Cooper, he gave up a first-rounder. It sounds like a lot, but compare that. Amari Cooper is 24 years old. Would you rather have him, or would you rather have Calvin Ridley or DJ Moore, the first-rounders that went this year, who, while been good, have not been anywhere near a number 1 caliber wide receiver. They've been complimentary number 2s at best in Ridley and not even really in DJ Moore at this point. Amari Cooper has shown that he can be a number 1 receiver at points in his career. It's just the consistency factor. You think a change of scenery might change that? It's possible, so I don't hate the move from Dallas's perspective.
But then they also have to pay him too. So
yes,
they're going to have to pay him very, very shortly. If you want the full breakdown on Amari Cooper, it's all right here, all a part of PFF Premium Stats, a part of your PFF Elite package. And actually, Mike, we're going to give people 20% off any Pro Football Focus product by using YouTube promo code. The promo code is YouTube. Type that in, you get 20% off so you can see the entire breakdown on Amari Cooper, the Dallas Cowboys, the Oakland Raiders. Go check it out right now over at ProFootballFocus.com.